And I'm very, very proud to be joined by S. Gurumurthy, one of India's foremost journalists, leading public intellectual and chairman of the Vivekananda International Foundation. Dr. Gurumurthy is also, I'm proud to say, my mentor. Dr. Gurumurthy, I cannot think of a better icon to start with on my show tonight. At the outset, with this kind of a ban, boycott, blackmail approach, do you see history repeating itself?
See, we have gone through it throughout the 1970s and even in the early 80s. And the Congress has always had a hidden hatred for free media. You know, many people do not know, even in 1952, when the first amendment to the Constitution was brought to restrict the freedom of press, Jawaharlal Nehru wanted an absolute restriction. It is some of the important leaders of the Congress who wanted the word reasonable to be added to it. So the Congress was not agreeable even to the addition of the word reasonable restrictions. So when they were in power, they hated the media, and that became increasingly noticed, and it exploded during the emergency. And we all fought the emergency. And I had seen how Indian Express electricity was cut and printing machinery was auctioned. The banks did not lend money, and the paper was driven almost to the brink of insolvency. But still the paper fought. And there were people who cooperated with the government. As Advaniji said, when you were asked to bend, you crawled. The media had always a tendency to surrender to power. All that I can understand when you are in power. But what is shocking about this Indie alliance is that they are doing it when they are in the opposition. If a ruling party is doing it, that is one dimension. If the opposition party is doing it, what it will not do when it comes to power, what it will not do to these channels and to these anchors if they come to power, that is the real threat. Today, the resolution that Indie Alliance has passed is to give a clear indication what they will do if they come to power. Unless you agree with me, you are not a free press. If you disagree with me, then you are supporting people who are against me. And it is not only a question of dividing the country, dividing the polity, it is dividing the media. I think this is a very dangerous trend. It is a matter of concern. And I think they have exposed themselves so badly that it will give a huge handle for the BJP to say what these guys will not do if they come to power.
It is the question of mindset, Mr. Gurumurthy, isn't it? I mean, we were not really, aware or there when the emergency happened, so we are not aware of the details of it. You've seen it from up close. You tweeted about some of the cases earlier. You listed a series of cases from the 1960 Sakala case to the Indian Express building demolition case, the newsprint duty case, a writ against 300 cases on one newspaper in 1 year. I personally in 2021 was totally horrified when I found that the then Congress government in Maharashtra had issued cases against all the journalists of Republic. I couldn't believe it. At that time, you had called me, and if you don't mind my sharing details of a private conversation, you told me, Mr. Gurumurthy, that what you are going through is what we have seen earlier, so be strong, be strong. But we are seeing a similar pattern right now, because 2024 has become a battle of survival for these people. Aren't they going to lose out? And shouldn't the media leave aside ideological differences and fight the mindset as one?
It is a challenge to the media. It is a challenge to the role of media in democracy. That a cluster of political parties calling themselves the United Opposition should ask for ban on specified media and media people. This shows a mindset of intolerance and hate. And this defines them. And as I said, it is inherent in the Congress party when it was a ruler. But I am surprised that that inheres in that party, and because of its association, the other parties too seem to have been infected with the same disease. That even as an opposition, it has the same DNA, that those who do not support me or those who question me are my enemies. This is the mindset which has to be fought. And the entire media will have to fight it. In emergency, the entire media did not unite. If the media had united, emergency would have failed. Because the media did not unite, the entire responsibility fell on the Indian Express and the Statesman, and all other newspapers were willing to crawl. And at that time, the government was in power and they were arresting people and CBI raids, and banks told not to give loans. And as I told you, series of actions were taken. So I could understand some of the media running away from this under pressure. But today, it is the opposition which is doing it. The ruling party is not doing anything. And the media should stand as one against this opposition group and tell them that change yourself. Don't be like what you have been doing when you were a ruling party. Don't have this hatred. Don't have this intolerance. The days when you imposed the emergency and crushed the media are gone. At that time, even the Supreme Court was named. Its mouth was shut. Supreme Court endorsed the emergency. But today, the Supreme Court is a very different court. It is now taking on anybody. The high and mighty are being taken on by the judiciary. So the judiciary will stand with the media. So my appeal to the media is that they should stand as one in principle. Whether you like it or not, whether you like this party or that party or this leader or that leader is different. They have to stand as one and condemn this.
That's true.
Barbaric measure. Barbaric measure.
You see, Dr. Gurumurthy, if I can say something, first of all, I want to say on television tonight, what a great source of support and guidance people like you and Harish Salve have been for me in my difficult time. And I also want to add to that, Mr. Gurumurthy, that I remember there were press associations, print media groups, when I was arrested, said, wrong method to arrest Arnab, wrong case to arrest Arnab, but good you arrested Arnab. Good you taught him a lesson. You know, the approach was bad thing to do, not a right case, fake case, you fixed him, but good you fixed him, because we don't like him. And that's what I found extremely upsetting. You see, you and I, people like you and me, are capable of fighting our own battles in life, Mr. Gurumurthy. But I worry about the long-term institutional impact of silence. I worry about it. That becomes the deeper issue, isn't it?
That is why I'm saying that the press also should learn from its experience of its mistakes in the past. The press has committed mistakes. As I told you, what they did during the emergency. Even when we took on the issue of Bofors and corruption against the Rajiv Gandhi government, half the media, more than half the media, did not come out against corruption. Till the Hindu newspaper also joined hands with the Indian Express and the Statesman, the media did not unite against corruption, because there was always that lingering selfish motives which have divided the media. But my feeling is the media should learn from all this. In your case, what the media did, media institutions did, and editors, organizations did, was something shameful. I mean, whatever may be the cause, whatever may be the case, the way you were arrested and treated, how the journalists of Republic TV were treated was shameful. The minimum that the media should have done.
Yes. I think at a critical time, I think we just lost the video feed, is it, with Dr. Gurumurthy, are you there? Dr. Gurumurthy, are you there? I'm so sorry to have, I think, lost the feed. But as I wait for the feed to come back, I'd like to say thank you to everyone watching the debate tonight. I'm overwhelmed with the fact that 15 minutes into the debate, this issue is trending nationally, which means you somewhere in your living rooms, in your homes, wherever you're watching tonight, are against this emergency mindset.